Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our webinar today. We're going to go through our newly launched feature called Pre-filled KYC, available for both Canadian and US advisors. Here's a quick agenda of what we're going to go through today. We'll start with a quick feature overview and how it works, and discuss our rationale for creating this new feature. Finally, we're going to go through a demo to help walk you through this process. Firstly, we created this feature so that you and your team can prepare everything that is required to onboard a client prior to the meeting, provided you have all of their necessary information. This can help to decrease the in-meeting onboarding time, which in the past could take about 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes or more. After you've pre-filled and during the meeting with the client, you will be going through the risk survey. The client will review the information that has been already input and electronically sign. That's it. Overall, our rationale for creating this was to provide you and your team the ability to bulk fill clients beforehand to help cut down on meeting and onboarding times. So let's go through a quick demo together. I'm going to switch over to my advisor portal now. So here I am in my advisor portal. This is probably familiar to most of you. What's new is this Invite Clients button. This is where you're going to go to pre-fill any of your clients. So let's walk through this process together. First, I'm going to click on Invite Clients. And then you're going to go over to this button to create a pre-filled invitation. Okay. So here you're going to input your client's name and their email address, and then click Start Pre-filling. Okay. Just wait for the screen to load. Nothing for you to do right now until you're redirected to a new page. Okay. So the rest of this process is going to look pretty similar to what you've done in the past when opening or transferring accounts for your clients. So let's start by pre-filling and opening an account and a transfer for this new client. So I'm going to click on Transfer an Account. And I'm going to go through filling it in as if I'm opening and transferring an RSP for my new client. Just going through and filling in all of the required information. Okay, so we're going to transfer an RSP, and we're going to transfer it from our client's RBC Dominion Securities account. Okay. We're going to transfer it all in cash and the approximate amount. Now, if you have a statement for your client, it would be very beneficial for you to upload it here. If you don't have one handy, you can always provide us one at a later date. So for now, I'm just going to say that I don't have a statement so we can carry on. Okay. And now you're going to fill in all of your client's details.
Sure, and we can look at the other. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that.
Okay, so I've completed inputting all of the KYC and transfer details for my client. I'm just going to review to make sure that this all makes sense. If so, click the forward arrow to continue. And there we go. So here we can see that for our new client, Andrea Webinar, we've opened the RSP and initiated a transfer. Now, if we go back to the Invite Clients button right here, this is going to loop you back to your advisor portal. And you can see I have this new client that I just pre-filled. Now, the client has not yet been notified of anything because you need to click this Invite button. So let's assume, I have a meeting with my client, Andrea Webinar, tomorrow, but today I'm pre-filling all of their information. I'm going to send them an invitation today, and they are going to get an email from me, which I'll show you very shortly. So let's click the Invite button. And great, so we've confirmed that the email has been sent to our client. So now I'm just going to go and I'm going to go to my email and pull up that email that I would have received as if I was the client. Okay, so this is the email that your client is going to get, okay? And they're going to be asked to set up a password. Your client can do this beforehand, or you can help them through it during the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead as the client and set up my password. Okay. Great. Now I got the confirmation that as the client, my password has been reset, and I can go ahead and now log in. So now let's say you're meeting the client, it's now tomorrow and you're meeting the client. Let's go to Wealthsimple's website and let's log in as the client. So I just went to the sign in page and I'm signing in as the client with that password that I just made. Perfect. So now I can see as the client that my advisor has gone in and has created the RSP for me. The next step as the client that I need to do is click on the Start Your Plan button. This is going to take us to the risk survey that you guys are probably pretty familiar with so far. So I'm just going to fill in all of these details. Perfect. So now as a client, I've completed my risk survey and I can see that I've been routed to a growth portfolio. That's about 80% equity and 20% fixed income. And you can see all of the underlying positions here. I agree with this, so I'm going to click on Start with this plan. Okay. Now, as the client, I've completed my risk survey. The next step is to review and submit our agreement. So let's click on that button here. And again, click on it right here. So this is going to ask me to review all of the details that my advisor has pre-filled for me the day prior. So I know that I'm transferring my RSP from RBC Dominion Securities. I know that it's coming from this account number and we're transferring it over in cash. Great, I agree with that. Let's click the forward arrow. And finally, the last step is to review and sign the agreements. So clients can review here to make sure all of the information makes sense. To sign, they're just going to click on this box and hit confirm. Perfect. So now I have my RSP opened as the client and I can see that the transfer is all being prepared. Let's now switch back to your advisor portal. I want to show you what you guys are going to see there. Okay. So here we are in our advisor portal. We know that this is the new client I've pre-filled, and we know that I've sent the email to them today. And we just saw earlier that I, as the client, had completed all of the information and signed my documents. So I'm going to sign back in as the advisor so I can see my client. Perfect. So here I am back in my advisor portal, and I click on the Clients tab. And here is the new client that we pre-filled and also had the meeting with already and have set up. We can see the setup to funding because we know we initiated that transfer for their RSP. Okay. If you have some more clients that you want to pre-fill, you can always click on the Invite Clients button. And again, you can start a new pre-filled invitation. So that concludes our demo. I want to thank you all for listening to this webinar today. It remains our mission here at Wealthsimple to serve you and your clients better, doing so by providing improvements along the way. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at advisors@wealthsimple.com. Thank you.